1 p.m. The very first Puzzle Boat 9 puzzle. Joust.
Ooh.
Hey, Minimal.
Magnificent. Now
You're here
get out
just
there
in
and
time.
slay them.
It's a logic puzzle! Oh no. Don't forget to catch the eggs. I don't actually know Joust. Not content with ostriches, 13 knights have gathered together to joust with 13 named mounts. Using the clues below, can you determine each knight's name, the type of mount, and their mount's name? Names include Antoine, Baldwin, Calypso, Eleanor, Flossie, Gregory, Holland, Jackson, Kenneth, Pavlova, Quinton, Shirley, and Vanessa. Okay. We have these 13 animals. Can we just type no? I mean, it's technically I assume it's possible, so we could just enter yes. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put this into Photoshop and just have a doodle. Let's put this into Photoshop and have a doodle. It doesn't look like it looks like a deceptively difficult one. Because the clues are relatively short. Or maybe a straightforward one. Who knows? I mean, we're still on the introductory part of this puzzle, so maybe the first ones will be easy. That definitely wasn't the case with Puzzle Boat 8, but you know, I'm an optimist. Did I lock my layer? No, I didn't. Thank you. Thanks, Danger. Thanks, Danger Engineer. Wait, that's hiding my layers. I don't want to do that. I need to see the puzzle. Alright. Alright, not content with ostriches. 13 knights have gathered together to joust with 13 named mounts. So we need the knights' names, type of mount, and the mount's name. So knight's name, mount's name. So names include... means that could be a knight's name or a mount's name, right? Antoine Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 names there, but they could be mounts or knights or a mix of them. 13 mounts in total. The name of the 13 mounts and 13 knights start with a different letter, so there's going to be one letter left over. These 5 have alphabetically consecutive names in order. The Dolphin, the Buffalo's Knight, Walter's Mount, Orville's Knight, and the Mongoose's Knight. Okay, I don't think we can do anything super with that. Danger! How's it going? Yeah, the rest of the names must be in the clues. So let's actually... first thing we're going to do, I think, is we'll just make a list of all the names. So we have Antoine... Baldwin, Calypso, Eleanor. Do we have a name beginning with D? Dolores. Dolores is a mount. Because it says here Dolores is knight. So Dolores is definitely a mount. Walter is definitely a mount. Alright, we have Flossie. We have Gregory. Do we have one begin with H? Holland. These are all 7 letters as well, which is interesting. Do we have something beginning with I? I think I might be the letter we don't have. No, Isabella. Jackson. Anything beginning with K? Kenneth. L. Leonard. M. Mildred. N for Norbert. O for Orville. P for Pavlova. Q for Quentin. R for Ricardo. S for Shirley. T. Terrence. U for Ulysses. V for Vanessa. W. I'm sure I saw, was it Winston? No, Walter. X for Xaviera. Y? I'm assuming there's no Y because I can see Zachary. No, wait, we have Juliana. Oh, it's 13 and 13. Of course there's no missing letter. And Zachary. Okay, so there's, yeah. That's a total of 26. I can do 13 plus 13. It's going to be a great series of puzzle videos. Jeez. Right. So, some of these we can figure out if they are mounts or knights. Because we can say that Walter is definitely a knight. Because we've got Walter's mount. Orville's knight, so Orville is a mount. Ulysses is knight or Ulysses' mount. Okay, so they don't want to give that away. Xaviera's knight or Xaviera's mount. Mildred's mount, so Mildred is a knight. Leonard's knight, so Leonard is a mount. Zachary's mount, so Zachary is a knight. The kangaroo's knight, the iguanas. Ricardo's knight, so Ricardo's a mount. Dolores is knight, so Dolores is a mount. We've already done that. Terrence's mount, so Terrence is a knight. Yeah, that frequently happens when I start puzzle about. It's just the brain just short circuits. Juliana's mount, so Juliana is a knight. Zachary's mount, so Zachary is a knight. We already know that. Zachary's mount is either Isabella or Norbert. The other of these two is not necessarily a mount. Screw it. I hate you. The flamingo is the last mount alphabetically. Ooh, so that's... So we know 3 of the late Ks. So the latest the flamingo can be is Xaviera. And then the llama's name comes after the giraffe's name before the avocet's name in the alphabet. Okay. So I think that's all the information we can get out of just figuring out if they're knights or mounts. So we have 4 mounts, 5 knights so far. Yeah, I've not got a vaccine because I was never really using it. It's just like, I don't know. I'm okay with like openish backseating. Just don't go crazy with it, basically. Like I definitely, if I say something stupid, definitely correct me, because we don't want to make a bad assumption and then half an hour later find out this doesn't work. Xaviera for a flamingo. I mean, that would work, but we don't have any proof of that. Because here, this is our other reference to Xaviera, which is Xaviera's knight or mount. So, okay. We only have these, like, alphabetically consecutive names. Now, okay. All right. But we have a bunch of... We have 5 sets of alphabetically consecutive names. And those can't overlap, right? So we have the dolphin. No, because the dolphin could be someone's mount. But none of these end with someone's mount. So that's got to be, like, this cannot overlap with another one. I don't think. So, like, these 5 clues are actually super heckin' useful. Because it's got to be, like, a set of 5 and another set of 5 and, like, another set of 5. It can't be, like, a set of 5 and then, like, 2 overlapping and then those 3. That's what I'm trying to figure out, if that's at all possible. So this first one is this first one goes mount, knight, mount, knight, knight. The second one goes something, something. Mount, knight, mount. This one goes knight, mount, knight, mount, mount. This one goes knight, 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 knight. Where could that go? Ooh, that could go in this column potentially. Or it could go at the end. Yeah, what is a javelina? Javelina? Oh, it's a skunk pig. Apparently. It is a medium-sized pig-like ungulate of the family Tayasvidae. Why the long face, though? You know? Alright, next one is mount, knight, mount, mount, mount. So we need to fit those in here somewhere into these sets. And we're only going to have 1 left over. The 25 mounts and knights in the last 5... Oh, the 25 mounts and knights in the last 5 clues are all different. This literally tells us what we're trying to figure out. Okay. All right. That's huge. Actually huge. Because that means... These last 5... Or these last 6... have to either be represented by 5 knights or that one. But those are the only 2 options for those last 5. That's kind of huge. So that doesn't answer us the question of whether Xaviera is a mount or not. Still kind of huge, though. All right. But it means that Vanessa and Xavier have to be the same thing. Alright, what else can we figure out from that? So, we also can't necessarily figure out from that it's definitely these 5 that are part of the set. Like, if it's MKMKK, then it has to be those. But if it's KKKKK, it could be these. And those are all knights. So, we could still be off by 1. Alright, Let's see. These have got to start. There's only a few places these can start, right? So they've got to all start on either. They've got to all start on one of these two rows. That's got to be the start of each sequence. Because, yeah, like, if that's 5, then the next one has to start on Flossie or Gregory. If it starts on Gregory, the next one has to start on Leonard. So at some point we're going to fill in that, like, one of them's not covered. Alright, what else do we have? Zachary's mount was named either Isabella or Norbert. That's super important! That's super important. That means that this has... Because Zachary's mount is mentioned here as well. So KMKMM has to be one of these two. It has to be KMKMM. And that has to start with Flossie or Kenneth. So, yeah, one of these two is KMKMM. And KMKMM can't go anywhere else. But then that means that has to start with either Flossie or Kenneth. That can't start with Gregory or Leonard. Which means... one's got to start with Antoine. So Antoine's got to start one. Kenneth doesn't necessarily start one. Because if Flossie starts one, the next one could be Leonard. But Antoine and Flossie have to start sequences. Okay. What else can we say? The flamingo is the last mount alphabetically. Oh, that's important. Is the flamingo mentioned anywhere? No. It is not. Unless Antoine is the 26th clueless one. It can't be, because if Baldwin is the start... then Gregory would have to start the second one, and that would mean, like, Isabella... We know that Isabella or Norbert has to be Zachary's mount, so that has to be the fourth in a sequence. And that's those two there. So that's really useful information. The flamingo's last mount alphabetically. Its name is earlier in the alphabet than the kangaroo's night. So the kangaroo's night has to be really late on. Is that mentioned anywhere? The kangaroo's night is here. KKKKK. Ooh. Its name is earlier in the alphabet than the kangaroo's night. So that means KKKK has to be the last one. Yeah, the KKK has to be the last one, so this is all Ks. We don't know whether it starts on Vanessa or Ulysses, but we could probably figure that out, maybe? The flamingo is the last mount, alphabetically. So the flamingo is now either Ulysses, Shirley, or Ricardo. So KKKK either goes here or here. Cool. That is useful. I imagine it probably starts with Vanessa, just because otherwise we'd have to have Kenneth, Pavlova, and Ulysses. Oh, can we actually, like, this KMKMM thing? Javelina's Knight, Mildred's Mount, Leonard's Knight. Zachary's mount if possible. Okay, I was wondering if we could like, if any of these lined up. So like Mildred and Leonard are off by 2. So it looks like Leonard might be Mildred's mount and Mildred might be Leonard's knight. If this is KMM, which would be kind of funny. Alright, what else do we have? This first one could be a few things, I think, because yeah, we need either the 3rd or the 4th one to be an M, which could line up with like any of them. We know this is not a K. So what else do we know for this? So the other things that need to match here. Let's assume that this could still start with Pavlova or Quentin. So we either need 3rd to be M, 5th to be K, which would make it the first one. Or if Quentin, so if Pavlova starts, then it would have to be MKMKK. Because that's the only one that lines up with an M as the 3rd, K as the 5th. But if Quentin starts, then we need the 2nd one to be M, the 4th one to be K. Which would have to be MKM. So those are the 2 possibilities there. If Pavlova starts, it's that. If Quentin starts, it's that. But what do those cross over at all? This would have to be a K in both cases, right? So that would be MKK, and this would be... No, it would be an M if it was Quentin starting. Alright. KMKMM has to have been already used, so let's say that's used, that's used. So we could fit the MKMKK in here. Wait, can we fit MKMKK in anywhere else? We can't fit it in column 1. The only place we'd be able to fit it would be like here, if it is KMKMM starts with Kenneth. MKMMM. But wait, no, this can't... Hang on. This can't be... Yeah, that MKM... That can't start with Quentin. Because that would make Ulysses a mount, which, according to clue... According to clue 3... would mean that Ulysses would then have to be the Javelina, but we know the Flamingo is the last mount alphabetically, so Quentin cannot start one. So this has to be Pavlova, and this has to be MKMKK. I think that follows. Because we need to fit that Flamingo in somewhere. And with this, Ricardo could be the Flamingo. Because all we know about them is that they're Walter's mount. So Ricardo could still be the Flamingo. Ulysses could still be the Flamingo. So that is MKMKK. What else can we say about them? So that means that... the dolphin is Pavlova. I'm just going to get rid of that and make that knight. The buffalo's knight is Quentin. Walter's mount is Ricardo. Shirley is Wait, no. Shirley is Orville's knight. And Terrence is the Mongoose's knight. And I think that's all the information we can get out of that one. So Ricardo could still be the Flamingo. So the Flamingo is now either Ricardo or Ulysses. Everyone's mentioned we have 11 mounts and 12 knights. Oh, that's useful. Wait. Hey, how's that possible? That'd be only to be 23. Oh, and then the two that we don't know. Yeah. I got it. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Okay, so these all have to line up. So Kenneth has to start one. Flossie has to start one. So what do we have left over? We have K, which is definitely in this column somewhere. We don't know where. This is MK. KMKMM is one of these two. What else have we not filled in? So question mark, MKM. Which has to be this one. Has to be. Because there's no others that would fit that pattern. So KMKMM is this third one. And then the last one is MKMMM. So yeah, could we use that to figure out if Ulysses is a knight or not? Xavier's knight. So Xavier's knight is wrong. That's got to be Xavier's mount. So let's figure this out. So MKMMM. Antoine is Terrence's mount. Oh wait, we know that's the mongoose. Antoine is Terrence's mount. Baldwin is the dolphin's knight. The buffalo is Calypso. Juliana's mount is Dolores. The iguanodon is Eleanor. Okay, so that's done. Next column. So Ulysses' knight or mount is Flossie. So Flossie, Ulysses, K or M. Gregory is Xavier's mount. The camel is Holland. Camel's knight is Isabella. The Javelina is Jackson. Cool. Third column. It's okay. MKMM. So the Javelinas knight is Kenneth. Mildred's mount is Leonard. Leonard's knight is Mildred. Leonard Mildred are just like a couple. Where Leonard is the mount. And Mildred is the knight. We don't know where that goes. Zachary's mount is Norbert. And the hippopotamus is Orville. Which I think we can fill in, right? From Shirley. Okay. Zachary's mount was named either Isabella or Norbert. Yeah, we know that. Okay. That's fine. That clue is done. What can we say about this final one? So these 5 knights. We have the Kangaroo's knight, which is either Ulysses or Vanessa. We have the Iguanodon's knight, which is either Vanessa or Walter. But Walter's not... Wait. It's not Walter. So that's got to be Ulysses that's starting this chain. So that's got to be a knight. And Zachary's the one left over. Alright, so Ulysses is the Kangaroo's knight. Vanessa is the Iguanodon's knight. Ricardo's knight is Walter. Which we already knew. Hey, Big the Dave. You've eaten ostrich burgers. Oh. Can't say I've had ostrich. I've had reindeer and bear. I've not had ostrich. What does it taste like? The elephant's knight is Xaviera. Gregory. And Dolores' knight is Juliana. Which we know. Wait, Juliana is the knight, Dolores is the mount. So we've got a couple of crosses here. What was Ulysses? Ulysses was the Kangaroo's knight. So that's Flossie, the kangaroo. Alright, we know that the flamingo is the last mount alphabetically, so the flamingo is Ricardo. Which is Walter. Cool. Ricardo's a great name for a flamingo. The llama's name comes after the giraffe's name and before the avocet's name. So that's good. Right, that's the 3 that we were missing. So we're definitely on the right track, I think. So who are our mounts? We have Norbert, Dolores, and Leonard. So Leonard is the llama. Leonard is a great name for a llama. So Leonard and Mildred. Comes after the giraffe's name, so Dolores is the giraffe. Juliana. And we have Norbert. Wait, yeah, Norbert. And Zachary. You know what? This did not take nearly as long as I was thinking it would. So, all right, what now? Today, I'm seeing the word today going down here. Is that a coincidence? Hey, FoggyBrume, how's it going? Don't forget to catch the eggs. Oh, they all have a single O in them. They all have a single O. What does this mean? Maybe it's like what's below them? A, D. No, because those line up. Adors. Oh, maybe actually. So that would be an A below that O. D. A. O. That's not looking good. Yeah, that's not looking good. But then the ones on the right. Oh no, it'll be the position on the right where the egg is. So we have A, N, S, W, E, R, I, S, S, T, Y, L, E. No, completely useless. No idea what that means. Just a random bunch of letters. It doesn't mean anything. Dang it. The answer is style. First solve? First solve? First solve! Woo! And that only took 38 minutes. That actually not too bad. Woo, confetti! Sorry, hey, Foggy, you came just as we were finishing our first puzzle of Puzzle Work 9. How did you get style? So from that, so if you take the animals, each of these animals has an O in it, and if you take the position of that letter in the second word, so we have the A in the second position because the O is in the second position. O is at the end of this word, so it's going to be the N here. S, W, and it spells out. Answer is style. Very clever, very good flavor text. Totally would have missed that if someone hadn't brought it up in in the text. Always pay attention to the flavor text. Now that was a really cool puzzle. Some great aha moments. I enjoyed that. The message appeared when you solved the puzzle. The screen turns violet. Wait, the message, did the message appear or did the screen turn violet? Did it come up with just a message on the screen saying the screen turns violet, or did the screen actually turn violet? I'm confused at the law. And if it just came up with the message the screen turns violet, what color was the message? All right, I'm being a dick. What, I'm assuming that it's just gone violet. Llama omelette. Yeah. Absolutely. I can have an iguanodon in here. Javelina. Javelina's one we looked up, right? Yeah, Javelina's the skunk pig. As totally mentioned, the mounts have O's, the riders do not. Yeah, none of the riders have any O's. Oh, if we only figured that out, we could have used that in the puzzle. Oh, if we were smarter. They look cute. They look cute. I'm glad. I'm a bit worried when they've got a name like Skunk Pig. I'm a little bit worried. But, you know, details. Cool. All right. So, what do we want to do next? We have unlocked Centipede and Daytona. Right, what do I want to do? I feel like I've just influenced people's decisions there. Next puzzle. Centipede, Commando, Daytona, USA, Q-Bert, and Donkey Kong. Let's enjoy having... Although, actually, yeah, okay. After this next puzzle, we're going to have 6, and I'm not going to be able to fit them all into a poll, so I'm going to have to roll for one to be excluded, but... Oh, well. I certainly have. That is the cross I must bear. So I guess it's just grayed out on the screen. But I should probably... One thing I want to get better at with Puzzle Boat 9 is puzzle admin, because I want to keep these these photoshops, because when we got to like the meta that was like all the previous puzzles and I had to go through all of them and remember how I solved them, that was not good. We need to be better at puzzle admin. That's what I'm going to try and do. But yes, the arcade is growing. I wonder if these like images on the arcades are going to be anything to do with it. Position 3 of 8? Probably not. Almost certainly not. But hey, either way. We're going to go to a quick break. I'm going to run some ads just so that we don't get any adverts going on through the next puzzle. Take this moment to hydrate, get a snack, whatever you need to do, medication, etc. And I'll be back in 3 minutes time.